The initiative saw Mr. Fati become the first political leader to sit with the country's top editors over breakfast. He explains the rationale.
This is the beginning of what is going to be a continuous process, from now all the way down to State House and beyond. We are going to have regular sessions with the editors, because you shape the news. The reporters bring it and you decide what to put in and what to throw out. And that is why it's important that we have this interface between you and us, so that we can blow the line. We can in fact eliminate the line that often is seen as them and us. There is no them and us between us and the media. So this is the beginning by GMC to engage the media at a very relaxed and informal setting, where we not just have a press conference and we stand there with an issue or with a message to deliver, and you are there to probe into your personal interest too, what you need to know. It is always a different setting. But we want an environment where we can interact, we can chat, we can be ourselves, we can all let down our guard and be human again, and have a normal relationship. This is what this is intended to serve.
Fati is the leader of Gambia Moral Congress. He used the meeting to speak on a number of issues bordering on national interest. One of them is the nation's degenerating security. And Mr. Fati, a former Minister of the Interior, commented on the issue.
The security situation of the country today is very deplorable. Security of life, the value of life, in fact, diminishes every day in this country. Every day somebody is killed at some point. It's no longer news. The days when we were much younger, when someone dies at Koina, the whole nation is shocked. It's big news for the whole country. Today, if you wake up in the morning and it comes to night and nobody's dead, you wonder, did anybody die today? So it is no longer shocking, it's no longer news. And that's because the fundamental obligation of the state is to protect the citizens, to maintain security and law and order. This is not happening. The state is not according the due benefit to citizens in terms of protecting their lives and properties. And this is why this cannot be sustained. Even in the days of the dictatorship, the Gambia has not witnessed so much crime, so much grievous crime, armed robbery, murder, and other serious crimes as rapid and as frequent as they are in this country. And thieves, criminals are getting more daring. They come broad daylight and they use weapons. They will get you in traffic and get rid of your car and take your money and hurt you. Broad daylight. And we have a government. What is the purpose of government? What is the function of government? These are things we need to talk about, and when you do, some people get on the defensive. But these are legitimate questions we must talk about. We must not just criticize the president for the sake of criticizing. He's a friend of mine. We go a long way. But suddenly, when it comes to the Gambia, we must defend our people, and we must, all of us must work together.
Gambia is 7 months to presidential elections, and already the atmosphere is charged with a lot of political talk. Mr. Fati appreciates the power of the media and wants members of the press to treat certain statements from politicians with care.
Because the media is involved in the information brokerage business that makes the media powerful, because information is power. And that is the true trade of the media. So without information, the media also is a toothless bulldog. It is information that is powerful. And your industry deals with information. That makes you the most powerful industry in the world. You can cause wars. You can cause civil strife. You can cause genocide. You can wreak havoc around the world. But you can also be a source of stability and peace. So the media is a double-edged sword. It can destroy in the hands of deranged persons, particularly if they're in political authority.
The presidential election in December is being seen as a high-stakes plebiscite in some quarters. The role of the Independent Electoral Commission is massive. The commission is set to begin registering Gambian voters in 9 days' time. The GMC leader, however, believes the IEC is not appearing up to the task.
We are very worried. GMC is very concerned that the IEC does not seem fully prepared to conduct proper elections. We have had a cancellation of registration, and then we have once more registration coming on. And the discussions that is ongoing between the IEC and the political parties through the IPAC, Inter-Party Committee, reveals that suddenly there is a lot of work that needs to be done on the part of the IEC. Even more worrying is the revelation by the IEC that no funds has yet been allocated to them. The Gambia government is yet to disperse the money necessary for their activities to take place.
The issue of Gambians in the diaspora voting is one of the many issues that continue to dominate the political discourse. Mr. Fati believes Gambians who reside abroad have every right to vote.
They have a right to vote and be voted for. There is no difference between a Gambian living in the Gambia and a Gambian living in the United States or Angola or Italy or also elsewhere. Your citizenship is not suspended by virtue of your absence from your country. You remain a Gambian no matter where you reside in this world. And so the rights of citizenship remains attached to you as an individual Gambian wherever you are. Those rights are not suspended and they cannot be withdrawn by any law.
The GMC leader also disclosed to editors his party will hold a convention in June and he will contest the December election should the party choose him as presidential candidate. Lamin Jai, News Review.